I don't know about you, but when I see him, only one thing comes to mind: hero. And if you don't agree, well, you're probably a Putin lover, or maybe even a servant of Satan.
Your fight is our fight.
Ваша боротьба – це наша боротьба.
2017 will be the year of offense.
Рік 2017 рік буде ріком нападу.
All of us will go back to Washington and we will push the case against Russia.
What the hell did you just say?
We will push the case against Russia.
Don't! Hey guys, study after study shows that if you want strong bones and muscles, healthy hair, skin, teeth, and nails, you need the 5 types of collagen in your diet. I get mine from BioTrust. I've got a link in the description with a massive discount, and it'll tell you all about it. Remember, as you watch this December 2016 video featuring Lizard Graham, military industrial complex representative John McStain, and Amy Tyrantshar, that Washington's District of Warmongering psychopaths want you to believe that higher gas, food, and living prices are only because of evil Putin.
Your fight is our fight.
Ваша боротьба – це наша боротьба.
2017 will be the year of offense.
Рік 2017 рік буде ріком нападу.
All of us will go back to Washington and we will push the case against Russia.
Ми всі повернемося до Вашингтону і ми будемо відстоювати санкції проти Росії.
Enough of a Russian aggression.
Досить вже російської агресії.
It is time for them to pay a heavier price.
Час вже, щоб вони заплатили важчу ціну.
I believe you will win. I am convinced you will win, and we will do everything we can to provide you with what you need to win.
Я вірю в те, що ви виграєте, переможете. Я переконаний в тому, що ви переможете, і ми вам допоможемо всіма можливими засобами.
Це те ж саме гільзи з ворожих БМП, які розмальовані художництвом Бердянська.
З Новим роком, дорогі мої!
Could this be planned and organized like James Bullard from the St. Louis Federal Reserve told us it was back on March 2020? Now check this out. Mainstream media, Washington, D.C., and every brainwashed Kool-Aid drinking lackey who's changed their profile name to include the Ukrainian flag tells us that we must support actor-comedian Zelensky at all costs because he'll free the Ukrainian people from the hands of the evil Putin tyrant. Because, you know, we don't want the oppression of tyranny to fall on the precious Ukrainian people. So what does compassionate, caring hero Zelensky do to his own people? He considers martial law after merging the national TV channels into one propaganda outlet and suspends 11 opposition parties, but not the Nazi parties. Zelensky's heavy-handed crackdown on opposition parties with alleged links to the Kremlin came on the tail of a bid by his government to allow only a single national TV channel to operate in what the made-for-TV besieged administration called a unified information policy. Now, let's just think about that for a second. Unified information policy? That doesn't smack of 1984-style Ministry of Truth-controlled programming, does it? Nothing like a little tyranny to protect the Ukrainian people from all that other evil tyranny. And here's a little food for thought for you. Some call Ukraine one of the most technologically advanced nations on earth, a pioneer in digital transformation. It's the first country to fully legalize digital passports on smartphones, DIA ID, and we'll get to that in a second, CBDC, which is central bank digital currency, cryptocurrency, Starlink, SpaceX, and Clearview, funded by EU4 Digital UA. So let's focus a little bit on DIA. It's a mobile app, a web portal, and a brand of e-governance over there in Ukraine. Now think about that concept, e-governance. Governance is control, so we're talking about total electronic control of every person in Ukraine. Launched in 2020, the Tahlequah app allows Ukrainian citizens to use digital documents in their smartphones instead of physical ones for identification and sharing purposes. The Tahlequah portal allows access to over 50 governmental services. And eventually, the government plans to make all kinds of state-to-person interactions available through Tahlequah. So Tahlequah was first presented on September 27, 2019 by the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine as a brand of the state in a smartphone project. At the time, Vice Prime Minister and the Minister of Digital Transformation announced the creation of a mobile app and a web portal which would unite in a single place all the services provided by the state to citizens and businesses. On February 6, 2020, the mobile app Tahlequah was officially launched. During the presentation, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that 9 million Ukrainians now have access to their driver's license and car registration documents in their phones. While the Prime Minister called the implementation of the state and the smartphone project a priority for the government. In April of 2020, the Ukrainian government approved a resolution for the experimental usage of digital ID cards and passports, which would be issued to all Ukrainians via the Tahlequah. Zelensky, who opened the Tahlequah summit in 2021, announced that Ukraine will enter the paperless mode by prohibiting civil servants from requiring paper documents. By the end of 2020, the app had more than 6 million users, while the portal had 50 available services. In March 2021, the Ukrainian parliament adopted the bill equating digital identity documents with their physical analogs. And ironically, in this Great Reset, Fourth Industrial Revolution attempt by the power brokers to ring in a cashless, totally controlled digital environment, it looks like Ukraine, which is the center of attention for mainstream prostitutes, could be ground zero for totalitarian domination. So I wonder if you think it's complete coincidence that all eyes are on Ukraine and Russia. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, subscribe to my backup channels, and subscribe to me on my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. All those links are in the description and in the pinned comment. I will see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote My Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all going to need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.